Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, P game. All right, Regis prograis announces that he's parting ways with Lou dibella. Does that mean anything? Well, not really, but keep in mind, Lou dibella got on Al Heyman's shit list because he basically tried to backdoor Al Heyman and take Deontay Wilder to the zone to try to broker a deal for a Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder fight on the zone. Al Heyman got wind of it and he basically cut Lou dibella off. So at the end of the day, Lou dibella, who was helping Al Heyman in the early stages of the PBC put fights together, is no longer being used by the PBC and Al Heyman. Now, Regis prograis leaving Lou dibella. Now, rumor has it he's headed for the PBC, and his second choice may be Top Rank. Either direction, it's a lot of solid fights for him if he decides to go with either Top Rank or PBC. It's a lot of fights for him at 140. Some solid fights, some good fights. I don't know about him at 147. I don't like the idea of Regis trying to test the waters at 147. It would have to be certain opponents that you would have to put him in the ring with to where you think he would have a possible chance of winning those type of fights. Like the upper echelons, I don't see him beating guys like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and guys like that, and Sean Porter. I just don't see him winning those type of fights. Like I said, it would have to be a certain matchup. But at 140, you might would favor him versus anybody at 140. Now, I'm going to talk about this in the next video. Now that he could possibly be headed to the PBC, now him and Adrian Broner more than likely looks like it could be a possibility for them to have a showdown, which I think a lot of boxing fans would be interested in that fight. I think that would be a hell of a fight. I think both of them men, they know how to sell fights. Both of them talk a lot of shit, so it'll, the audience would gravitate, the fans would gravitate to this fight. Now, depending on who you think would win, there would be some interest in this fight. So, depending on what direction Regis prograis goes, man, that Adrian Broner fight looks like it could be all a reality. So, with that being said, where do you think Regis prograis should go, and where do you think he will end up? I got a feeling if I was a gambling man, he might go with PBC. But it wouldn't surprise me if he signed with Top Rank, because Bob Arum has had an interest in Regis prograis for a while. So there would be some fights for him that Top Rank could set up as well as the PBC. So Regis prograis got options. I mean, his only blemish on his record is basically a competitive, I'm not going to say controversial, I'll just say a competitive fight that he had with Josh Taylor. I thought that Regis won that fight. And some people thought that Josh Taylor won that fight. Whoever you thought won the fight, hey, I accepted either way. Very competitive fight, very good fight. The fight was good enough to warrant a rematch. Maybe they'll do it again somewhere down the line. But give me your thoughts where you think Regis prograis is headed. This is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.